This weekend we had just absolutely gorgeous weather, and so I took advantage of that and got my garden ready for winter. That means I pull up everything, make sure there's no weeds, and then put down a heavy blanket of composted chicken poo or rabbit poo. But I do leave my kale, my Swiss chard, and my sunchokes alone because they don't care if we get some frost. But I had a lot of green tomatoes. Let me show you. Now, a tomato like this, kind of pinkish tinged, this is the best kind of green tomato to make for fried green tomatoes. When you have a little color, those are the ones that fry up best. But I had a lot of just green ones, so I thought, hey, my older son's coming over for dinner, why not make some green tomato pie? Now, I just want to give a warning. If you make this pie, don't tell people it's green tomato before they taste it if they've never tasted it before. They'll think it's apple. It really does taste like apple. Doesn't quite look like apple, but it sure does taste like it. And then after they say, this is great pie, I go, yeah, it's green tomato pie. That's what I did with my son, and he asked for pieces to take home with him. Hi, I'm Prepper Potpourri, and I just want to introduce myself if you've never watched one of my videos before. I make prepping videos, you know, how to keep your family safe in emergencies, and cooking videos, and pantry recipes, and chicken care, rabbit care, all kinds of things. So if you're not a subscriber, I hope you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you never miss a future video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so, so much. Now you can make your own crust, but I'm using Pillsbury refrigerated pie crust. You want to have 1 cup of sugar, about 2.5 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And it'd be great if you had 6 cups, but I didn't have 6 cups of peeled, cored, and sliced green tomatoes. Instead I had, I don't know, maybe 4.5 to 5 cups. Then I used a tablespoon of butter, a little less than a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a little less of a tablespoon of vanilla. Now the hard part of this recipe is peeling all the green tomato slices. Once you have that done, it's a breeze. I was hoping for about 6 cups of green tomato, but when I started cutting in them, even though they look green on the outside, a lot of them were getting pinkish orange inside. So that doesn't make the best green tomato pie. So I ended up between, I don't know, maybe 4.5 to 5 cups. And then this is all my peels. So waste not. What am I going to do with all those peels, those tomato peels? Well, I'm going to make some chickens very, very happy. My chickens are loving the green tomato peels. They love tomatoes, period. Now let's put in 1 cup sugar, about 2.5 tablespoons flour, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Mix this up. Okay, getting pretty good and mixed up. Now we add our green tomatoes. Just mix this really up well. Okay, I'll be back when I have that done. Okay, I have them coated well. And I have my fingers coated well too. I have to lick them off. So now we're going to use our cheat. Yep. Our Pillsbury pie crust. Of course you can make it from scratch, but that's not what I'm doing today. I sometimes do, but I find my family doesn't notice much difference, which is sad, huh? Okay, we want to unroll these, roll them carefully. little more flour on it. And then I roll them out. This way you don't get too thick of a crust. The pie plate that I'm using is a little smaller than usual. I usually use the extra large pie plate, but I'm using a smaller one because I don't have 6 cups of apples. So we're gonna just put that in here. Okay, now we want to pour out our tomatoes. I keep wanting to say apples. Make sure we get all that good sauce with that. Okay. That's pretty good. I just take a little butter, I don't know, it's a little bit, maybe almost a tablespoon, and I'm just going to put it around here. This gives it a little richness. Okay. Now maybe about 3/4 of a tablespoon of lemon juice. Put that down. And then about 3/4 of vanilla. Okay. Just put it back and forth. Now we just got to get the top ready. Put down some more. Unroll this. And we're just going to do the same as we did for the front crust. Okay. This like this. Bring our pie back. And we're just going to put this in the middle like that. Okay. Now, just want to make our edges, take the bottom, make sure we got. I'm just rolling it and crimping it. Now we want to poke it with a fork. Okay, that should be good enough. Now some people put on egg wash, but that's not what I do. Let me show you. I just use a little milk. sugar all over. And this is the way my family likes their pie crust. Not with the egg wash, but with the milk and sugar. Okay, ready for the oven. And you want to bake this pie in a hot oven, about 400 degrees, for 60 minutes. Here's the pie fresh out of the oven. Oh, it just looks so, so good. Here it is. Doesn't it look delicious? Okay, taste test time. Tomatoes crusted in a little ice cream. Here's a big piece of just green tomato. I'm telling you, it is so good. A little more. This is a great thing to make if you have leftover green tomatoes, or if your neighbors do, maybe they'll give you some. Go home and make some green tomato pie. You'll be glad you did. This is Potpourri saying, please subscribe and share the knowledge.